So, Car, the city port of traps, the city of swindlers. It's a gigantic city, as you can see in the screen behind here. This map is a lot bigger than the last one. So if you remember last time we were in the Shumanati Hills, it was like this. It was like this big. It was like as big as this right here. This place is gigantic. So Car, we've made our way through the Shumanati Hills. We're making our way now through Car. I'm gonna say Car, even if it's Care. So here we go. It cannot be avoided. You would go around if you would go around it if you could, but on the far side is the North Gate, the only entrance to the Backlands, and the next stage of your journey. If your quest is to succeed, you must destroy him. But thank you, Super Eyes butt sex. Oh, okay. I just said it out loud. Thank you for subscribing. Whoops. Inkle presents Steve Jackson's Sorcery. Sorry, that was probably loud. Alright. So take a look. Take a look at how much shit we've got to go through. This place is huge. I have played through this before. Just like the last one. So I do remember some things. And the things that I do remember, I'm going to try to have you guys pick. Because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, when I got to like here, I know exactly what fucking happens. And I'm going to pick the best possible outcome. Anything that I really remember happening, I'm going to leave to the chat. So you guys can kind of, you know, pick what I do. Can't you just walk around the wall? That would be great if you could, but no way. So take a look here. We're starting. This is the road. Twilight already. The great city of Car has loomed large on the horizon all day, but has been slow to reach. The path tracing great loops back and forth through a deep and narrow pass. We walk on. You've not seen a living soul except once, when a dark figure raced across the hilltops overhead and then was lost from view. So you are naturally cautious when you round a bend in the path and see a beggar crouched low against a rock, muttering to himself. You stop out of sight behind an outcrop, but the beggar does not look like much of a threat. I could walk up to him. I can just see what he does. Zap, 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 zap him, zap his ass. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what he does. You watch in silence. The beggar is an unfortunate soul. His head twitches from one side to the other every few minutes, and he mutters and murmurs to himself. They're hiding in the rocks, sir. Hiding in the rocks. See what he has to say. You call a greeting and stride over, and he leaps to his feet, drawing a short stick from inside his cloak. Who goes there? He demands. What's your business in Car? Alright, so he's pointing a stick at me. He's no threat, right? He's a little old man. Greetings, old man. Enough of your greetings, the beggar spits back. I asked you a question. Who are you, and where are you headed? Should I just tell him I'm on a quest? Or should I zap him? I'm on a quest. The man prods a little harder with his stick. A quest? A quest for what? Yeah, I can't tell you that. That's secret. The stick wavers in the man's hand, but he does not lower it. I asked you a question, he says, with all the courage he can muster. Answer me or you'll face the consequences. This guy's probably a magician, right? What are the consequences? Better you don't find out, he replies darkly. I am the city guard. No one enters Car except through me. And then, despite his age and clear ill health, he comes at you waving his stick. Should I kill this guy? He's an old man. He's an old... What am I going to do? I'll kill him in one hit. I'm not going to fight him. No, I won't fight you. You are unarmed. He waves the stick close to your face, jabbing a few times, but you push the point aside with one hand. All right then, he declares. We'll settle this fairly. He tosses the stick to one side and raises his fists. The knuckles are blackened with scabs. I'm gonna fight him. Sighing, you roll up your sleeves. I'm gonna kick this old guy's ass. full blast in his head. Ooh, he's smart. The beggar lifts his fists in defense, so you land the minimum amount of damage against him.
Prepare to see stars, he declares. You better put him up.
This guy's just like taking me for a ride here. 6.7, he can't even beat it. Yeah, sit down. Just knocked him out. You tense your biceps, then swing with a strong arm, overpowering the beggar again. The beggar pants and groans and then collapses into the dirt. Well, I just beat up an old homeless guy. Great start.
All right, then.
He murmurs into the ground, weakly waving a hand.
You can pass.
I'm gonna help him up. I mean, that's like, let me help him. Holding out a hand, you help him upright. He sits up and dusts down his tattered clothing. A gray cloak that was once a uniform. He is shivering. The evening is drawing in, and it must get cold out here. You don't have any food, do you? Oh no.
You don't have any food, do you?
He asks sadly. I don't. No, you shake your head. I'm sorry. The man sighs and shakes his head.
No matter then. There's plenty of meat in that grass vole if you know how to nibble 'em.
There's plenty of meat on a grass vole. He's gonna eat like rats. Alright, do I leave him or do we tell him to come with me?
What?
Zap him. Zap him. I can't zap him. This is gonna be Jan all over again. Yeah, hey, let me take like another useless companion with me. I'll take him. I'm gonna take him. You take pity on the man. Come with me, I'm going into car. The soldier considers your offer for a moment.
You're sure? I know the word for the wall, but they will not want to let me through the gate.
It sounds like we can help each other. He clambers slowly to his feet. A gleam of hope has entered the poor man's eyes.
Very well. Then, stranger, a trade.
Me and the old man. I wonder if I can use magic when I'm around him. The beggar walks a few strides ahead, the ghost of a military pace in his step. Grandpa companion time. Yeah, I don't even care. I don't want to hear this guy's life story. Though you feel sorry for the old soldier, you have no desire to listen to his ramblings. You fall back, letting him mumble to himself.
Goblins and the rocks and just 2 fingers up in my ear like this. They're all over them, like bigger goblins.
Ignore him. You turn one corner, then another, and then stone walls of the city are looming over you. So we're at the south gate now, with our crazy old homeless friend.
The walls weren't built to keep anything out,
the old soldier says.
They were built to keep people in. Car is one gigantic trap itself.
Why? You ask. Are the people inside not happy?
You would be happy, ruled by pirates and thieves, he points. Cast your eyes up. You can see them. Archers, facing in both directions.
You could scramble up the slope to the right to get a better view of the wall. What does this lead to? Let's see. I'm gonna assume that like you go up here and can see and then maybe make your way down this way. And then go head on right to the front doors. That old guy is your dad. He's your dad. Beware of the paths not to the right. There you are. Here's the first pole of the evening. Which way are we going? Climb or clearing? Looks like people want to climb. Yeah, it looks like we're climbing. Climb has destroyed. The polling is now closed. We're going to climb. You scramble up the slope for a better view of the wall, leaving the soldier below. It seems your new friend was right. Standing atop the huge stone blocks is a guard with a long bow slung across his shoulder. All right, so there's archers on the. Is this guy gonna shoot an arrow at me? I hope not.
What?
Oh, thanks, you guys. I'm gonna watch the archer. You keep watching. The guard above the gate looks this way and that, but doesn't shift from his position. Run for it?
Wait, what?
I thought I was like climbing up here to get a like what? I'm just gonna fucking run for it. Who gives a shit? We're going. The archer seems to be turning his gaze in a regular pattern. You wait for 2 heartbeats, then make a dash across the scrub. You are halfway across before he spots you.
Halt! Who goes there?
He shouts as he brings his bow to bear. An arrow whizzes past you to your left. One thuds into the mud just ahead of you, and then a third catches you in the shoulder. Keep going. You pull the arrow free and keep running until you are in cover against the wall.
You're crazy,
Shouts the soldier as he races along beside you.
I told you I know the word.
From overhead, the guard is cursing loudly. You have only moments, most likely, before he comes down from the battlements and warns his fellows. Go, get in. The south gate stands before you. It is as tall as 2 men and would be broad enough to ride 3 horses through, if only it were open. But instead, it is locked, and there is no other way into the city. Luckily, of course, you have a key. Oh, I got the key! I got the Svin key. Zap. I gotta dop. Why would I cast dop right now? No, I have the fucking key to the door. I am not casting dop. I'm using the. Remember when I did the quest with the girl in the well? Use the key. You quickly remove the Svin. You quickly remove the Svin Chief's key from your pack and slip it into the lock. The tumblers click as the key turns. The soldier hangs back.
Good work, but do you think it's safe to go through?
Why don't you check? Why don't you go in first? The soldier bristles.
Oh, you want me to go first, is that it?
He grumbles for a moment, then nods.
Well, no matter. I'm a Carinian guard, not a criminal. I'm not afraid.
And with that, he slips through the door and dashes away. You hear nothing for a moment, then the sound of shouting voices and feet rushing away. You keep waiting, convinced the guards must be on their way. Then you hear them, voices in the yard. One strides over to the gate and checks it. You hear his voice.
The gate's unlocked!
A moment later, the gate is thrown open and you are staring into the face of a guard. Strong, expert hands grab your wrists. You are dragged, pulled, and forced into a low stone building just by the gate. Fuck. Should've ran. The only answer is zap. Oh, I'm in the prison. Oh, look at this. The prison. The door of the stone building is slammed and the lock turns over behind you. You look around. The walls are stone and the windows are barred. A bench against one wall is the only piece of furniture where an old man sits. He is dressed in dirty robes and seems in a sorry state. And there's a rat, too. Zap him. How many old men can I recruit? We're gonna go talk to him.
Listen to me, son.
And we're gonna say that.
I'm your dad.
Listen to me.
Destroy him! Whoa!
You step towards the shadowy bench. Greetings, old man. He ignores you. He is concentrating hard on something on the ground just in front of him. A collection of small stones, scattered as though for a fortune-telling. After a moment, he gathers them up and tosses them again. You glance upwards to the stars, and suddenly the old man shouts,
A sorcerer! I knew it!
No, you're mistaken. You reply cautiously.
Oh, I don't think so.
He replies, grinning and pointing with a crooked finger.
You'll get us out of here, but better yet, I've not played any Morn for months, and certainly not anyone smart. Sit down and play me.
Listen to me, son.
Listen to me,
I'm
son.
your dad.
I'm your dad. Destroy me.
him! Whoa!
Play what?
Wait, what?
What? Why, the man replies with a shark-like grin.
Swindle stones, of course.
Swindle stones. I remember swindle stones.
Sit.
He pats the bench beside him with one hand.
Play. We can talk while I beat you.
I actually know how to play swindle stones. It's a game where you get dice. The old man drops 4 dice into your palm and sweeps away a patch of dust on the bench for you to play.
I'll go first,
He says, waving his hand.
show you how it's done.
All right, so to explain this game, it's I guess they'll do it. He'll explain it. It's basically you have to guess on what each of you are holding.
Game is simple. We roll and bet on what's come up. So, for instance, I might start and bet that between us we've both rolled at least 2 2s.
So I can either say bullshit. I don't have 2 2s. You don't. I don't think you have 2 2s either. And if he does have 2 2s, then I lose. So I'm gonna one up him here. I'm gonna say, oh well, I think there are 3 2s. Because I'm trying to make him believe that I also have a 2. So yeah, I got 3 2s. There are 3 2s between the two of us. See, now he's betting 4 2s. He has to have all 4 of his dice have to be 2s. So that's bullshit. Call. Yeah, he had 2 2s. So I win. When you win a round of Swindle Stones, the other person loses a die, which means he has at a complete disadvantage because now I can determine what is here and what isn't here. I can lie to him essentially. Swindle Stones.
So I have 2 5s, I have 2 4s, so I can say, I got 2 1s.
So that means every single die in his hand has to be a 3. Sorry, old man, you just lost. Yeah, there's only 2 3s across both hands.
Son.
I win.
I'm your dad.
Zap.
Destroy him! Whoa!
So he loses another die, and he's at even more of a disadvantage. This guy sucks. So he's trying to tell me the only way this is possible is if both of his are 1s. Bullshit. Call. I win.
You stupid fucking old man.
Now you got 1 die. Oh, bits. We got some bits. Thank you, Butt LM. Of Butt I'm. Were you once a baby? Of course I was. Like, I can say that there are 2 1s. Yeah, I got 2 1s. No, 2 4s? I guess you can say that. Well, 3 4s then. No, he's done. You're an idiot. You lose. I beat you at Swindle Stones. So there you go. That's Swindle Stones. Throw out the course. Use the bit spell. Everyone was cheating. He was using his zap to win. But for the remainder of the game, there are random times when that's going to happen. Somebody will challenge you to a game of Swindle Stones. And if you lose, some bad shit can happen, or you can bet money. So there you go.
I win, don't I? The old man nods, gathering up the dice. I went easy on you, of course. Rematch?
Thanks for the game. I'm done. I've had enough.